What's up? What's up, guys? Back again, doing another live stream. So we got quite a unique setup here. So just want to talk to you. I'm switching some things around. The next live stream is not going to look like this. It's going to look completely different, but I wanted to go live and go live to you. So this is a test stream. I'm just testing right now. So bear with me. I'm just trying to make sure things are correct. And they are correct because I'm looking good. You're looking good. And we're back again in here real quick. So I'm going to just get right to it. There's a lot of craziness going on, a lot of wild stuff going on, especially a lot of wild stuff going on in the U.S. economy. A lot of wild stuff going on with your money, inflation, banks failing, jobs loss. Like it's catastrophic. I mean, I could go into like the administration behind it, but we're not going to do that here because we don't talk politics on this channel. We just talk strictly money, how we can get it, what we can do as far as building our businesses and doing things to where we can, live the life that we choose to. Because my lifestyle may not be like your lifestyle, and your lifestyle may not be like my lifestyle. So I just want to give you kind of simple things, simple tips that you can do to protect yourself for what's about to happen. And then also protect yourself as far as, making money. Because right now there's a lot of uncertainty. The most certain thing you can understand is that we live in a global economy. So you have to look at things more from a global perspective. You can't just look at what's going on in your neighborhood, what's going on in your city, town, state, county. You can't just look in linear. You're going to have to look at everything all over the board, right? So, what you want to understand is that you need to protect yourself. And this is all the way around. So, I'm going to give you a few tips of how you should protect yourself and just simply what I'm doing. All right. So, tip number one is you got to make more money. Right now, starting now, you'll see me roll out a lot more programs. I'm starting another business. I'm actually letting something else go because I'm running into something that's obviously I love a little bit more and it's much more lucrative. So I'm really focused in on that so I can raise my cash flow. Raising your cash flow is important right now, whether that be your daily cash flow, your weekly cash flow, your monthly cash flow. You have to raise your cash flow. Now, the sweet spot you really want to get at is around like $10,000 like net because at like $10,000 you're pretty much good in most cities. Now I live in Miami. $10,000 is pretty good net. You can do a lot. You can pay your rent. You can be able to even have a car note and still probably and do the things you want to do and still have, even if you go crazy, you still have like 5 grand left over just to like tuck away, even if you're just like going crazy. But you have to raise your cash flow. So if you never made, $5,000 a month, $6,000 a month, $7,000 a month, $9,000 a month, $10,000 a month, or even more, you're going to have to stretch yourself. And the way you're going to do that is tip number two is you're going to either start a small business, you're either going to find a higher paying position, or you're just going to have to get a skill to find that higher paying position. These are the things you need to do. It's nothing sexy, but you don't have to do these things in order to raise your level, in order to raise what you're doing. You're going to have to do these things. Like you're going to have to do these things because cash flow is going to be the backbone of everything else. No, not credit, but cash flow. Credit will help you springboard and move up in life very fast, but cash flow is going to be your stability. Your stability is your cash flow because right now, eh, everything's going up. Groceries has gone up, as you probably know. Is I shop at a lot of different. I shop at specifically 3 different grocery stores. If I do buy groceries, usually I do a lot of meal prepping because just overall, for me now at this point, it's cheaper for me to pay for meal prep than it is to go get groceries. And not only that, it saves me time and saves me money because I don't really have time to cook like that. But when I go to like Whole Foods or go to Trader Joe's or go to some of the local markets, I'm seeing I'm spending maybe like 30, $40 just on juices alone. Like, cause I drink a lot of clean, organic juices. So it's either got me thinking, well, maybe I just get a juicer and juice it myself, or I just, go straight to farms and doing that, because that's something I won't compromise. Now, we can all have our things that we indulge in. For me, I don't drink alcohol, so I can indulge in, juices. That same night out, you spend $100 on alcohol, I'm probably spending 40, $50 on just juices because I don't drink. So that's where I save money. And, to each his own. We all have our vices. If it's something you like and want to spend money on, by all means, go do it. But that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. Number three is you're gonna have to get a budget. You're gonna have to narrow down your budget. And that's something I actually did today. I went over my total budget of everything and all my expenses, what I'm spending, in my personal life and my business. And some things I noticed over the past month, I don't even really need subscriptions that I use, but they're not really necessary now because of AI. So I'm getting rid of like a ton of things. I've gotten rid of maybe about, yeah, $60 worth of subscriptions. And these are tools that I actually use, but I found other ways to actually navigate that and make it a lot more efficient for me. And just get rid of extra bills and extra expenses. If you have like high phone bills, switch on phone services. You don't want to be spending more money than you need to. Even if you could before, I would say, even if you can afford it, just cut down on everything. Unless you actually need it, or like I said, it's like your vice, your thing. By all means, if you're bringing in cash flow, treat yourself. You're only going to be here once in this lifetime. So I'm always about treating yourself. If you like shopping and buying nice clothes, you should do that, which I suggest you should always buy nice clothes. You should not buy no name brand clothes or low quality clothes. But that's a whole nother video. All right. Four, get your credit right. If your credit's fucked up, excuse me, I didn't mean to curse, but if your credit is messed up, then you need to get your credit right. You need to get it right, like right now. If you can get co-signers, that's perfect. But most people can't. I know in my family, it would never happen. But you got to get your credit right. Get your credit right, like today. Pay for that credit service or do it yourself. Either way, just do it now, today. Because right now, you just want to get in position, because your credit may be take a year to repair, 6 months to repair, hell, maybe in 2 or 3 months to repair. But you just want to get in position so you can actually, be able to get these credit cards or get high limit credit cards. Because I remember one time, the very first time I got credit, I messed it up because no one taught me about credit in my family. Like nobody taught me anything, and that's one of the things I really am amped about, is because kids need to know these things as kids. They shouldn't be learning on the fly as adults. I think that's a travesty. I think that's should never happen. That should never go down. Because you're putting people behind in life when you do things like that, and you don't do that. But that's a whole nother topic. Get your credit right. Number three, once you get your credit right, you started your business, you need to learn skills. Now, I don't care if you're working a job and doing a side business, learn another skill set. AI is hot right now. Learn it. A tech in the tech sales, learn it. Get that skill. If you want to learn IT, learn it. Get a skill up. Skills pay the bills. If you just don't want computer skills, if you want construction skills, become a general contractor, get that skill. If you want to be a plumber, HVAC, get these skills. These skills will keep you stable and you'll be able to thrive. So get these skills. All right. Number five is you need to get some business credit. Once you're in position, get some business credit as soon as possible. I don't care if you never want to run a business. I don't care if you ever, it's that you have no desire to do that. Get business credit just in case. And there's reasons why I'm not going to go into it, because right now you're the first couple of steps to setting your foundation. This is going to help you springboard and leap up. But I always say people always skip over the cash flow part, because you need to learn sales, marketing. You need to actually need to go out here and make money and ask for money. And people will always want to skip over that part. But that is the backbone of this whole thing, because you could have all those other pieces: good credit, good skills, and you could be stable. But if, let's say, things hit the, stuff hits the fan, and I don't want to curse right now, if you always have cash flow, everything else is easier to put in place. Cash can put you cash with cash, you can fix your credit easily. With cash, you can go ahead and get business credit because you're showing you have cash flow. With cash, you can be able to pay or get those skills. Cash flow is the most important thing here. All right. So I didn't want to make this video too long, but these are skills that you need. These are my tips that you need to do right now to survive in this is this economy and this crash that's happening. But this is the most important thing you need to do. Like even me, I'm looking at what I can do to raise my income because I never try to downgrade, I always raise my income. One of the things I'm not going to do is get a car note anymore. Everything's cash, which is why I'm raising my cash flow. Because if I want a specific car, 911 turbo, I'm buying it cash. Or maybe I'm putting like, 75% down. But for me, I prefer to have cash because I don't like bills. You don't like bills either. I get it too. CMB, credit money budget. Now, if you want to earn some extra income or build a side business, I have a 12-week program, the Lasting Legacy Blueprint, that shows you how to wholesale auction properties from home. So you can click the link below, schedule a call with me, see if you're a good fit. If you don't have a job, you should not be calling me or scheduling a call. I'll just tell you straight up. It's not for you. You're not ready for the program yet. All right. But you can really make an easy 6 figures easily in a year by flipping properties from home without spending no money in marketing and have a legit, fully functioning business. All right. So I'm gonna cut this live stream. CMB. My name is Justin, Mr. CMB, and I'm out. Peace.